Someone sent me a message and drawing my attention to a post Georgina had made. Said so many things, calling me names again, that she was glad I experienced what happened. For whatever reason, I don't know what I did. But Georgina has to come out and tell me who gave me money to tell her to report that the elections were peaceful. Otherwise,
a beautiful Nollywood actress, CHUKWUKA, she has cried out at the internet space over what she claimed that her best friend, her bestie at Georgina Onoha said that she did last 4 years ago. My country people, at this moment, I'm going to allow you guys to watch the rest of the video. But don't forget to subscribe and turn on your bell notification for more amazing and interesting updates coming from my channel. If you're watching me from Facebook, please follow my page and kindly subscribe for more interesting updates. Don't forget to like and share this video. God bless you. And right over here, CHUKWUKA wrote, "The enemy within. I am using this medium to ask Georgina Onoha to present evidence that any politician on the face of the earth, dead or alive, paid me to campaign for them 4 years ago, and even this year, as she has constantly insinuated her failure to do so, she will be hearing from my lawyer. God bless Nigeria." Keep on watching. Enjoy the rest of the video to hear how CHUKWUKA, she has narrated what has been going on between her and her bestie at Georgina Onoha since 4 years ago.
good day, everyone. It's been a roller coaster of emotions, too many things, but we thank God for life. We thank God that we're still here. I want to say thank you to everyone who's called, sent messages, DMs, WhatsApp, who have reached out in one way or the other. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Uche Naji. He actually came to my polling unit when all of what happened on the 25th of February 2023 happened. Thank you for coming to stand by me and to make sure I was okay. Thank you to the quick response team, the army, the Nigerian army that came when they saw my life. Thank you, everyone. I can't begin to list everyone one after the other, but just know that my heart is glad that you reached out. That being said, you know how you live in a neighborhood that is quote unquote one kind, and let's say you have a madman across the road. One day you move past, you know, go past the madman, he backs at you. Next day he backs at you. Third day he backs at you. I mean, for months. And you know, one day, if you don't do something about that madman will attack you. He will bite you. And just like everyone will be thinking it's one of those things that he does, he might injure you. 4 years ago, I think it was 23rd of February 2019, at the presidential election, almost the same thing that happened a few days ago happened. Might have been worse, but you know, it was too much. Violence, fights, killings, and all of that. Georgina had dedicated her page that period to posting everything that had to do with the elections. It was becoming too much, and everyone was on social media. You know, people were reporting what was going on, at their polling units, what was going on around their neighborhood. Everyone was just, giving out information and all of that. And I had, because we followed each other at that time, I had seen all her posts and all of that, and they were becoming, to me, that's my opinion, they were becoming too much. So I slid into her DM and sent her a message. Now, before I tell you what I sent to Georgina, I'll tell you how our friendship was. I knew Georgina from our very humble beginnings in Nollywood. We were friends. She came to my house. I don't remember, because she lived in Badagry then. I don't remember going to her house, but she was always at my place whenever she could. She was like family. She was like my little sister. I'm older than she is anyway, and she was friends with my family. My mom, God rest her soul, and my siblings. We were that close. We're like sisters. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. I did Georgina's makeup on her wedding day. Georgina bought her wedding gown where I bought my wedding gown. She replicated, quote unquote, my wedding, most of the things I did. Her wedding card, she replicated, as in was my wedding card, she replicated everything. It was just the names, the dates, and every other thing, the colors that were different. She replicated everything. I was with her wedding and all of that. That's how close we were. Georgina had her first child 10 days before I had mine. And she came, even once I did my my first child's naming ceremony, she was there with all my other colleagues that came. I'm just trying to ramble, through it all to tell you how close Georgina and I were. So she relocated to the US with her kids, and stayed there. I remember she reached out to me to, come over and shoot a film with her. I don't remember how that thing went, but I ended up not being a part of the movie. And yeah, but we maintained a cordial relationship. I knew her sister and her brother. I patronized her sister in the market a few times, when I needed to buy stuff for my son and my daughter. So based on the relationship I shared with her, I slid into her DM. I said, Georgina, I'm angry with you. You're posting too many things. Anybody that doesn't know anything about Nigeria that comes across your page would think that Nigeria is on fire. They're peaceful polling units. My polling unit was peaceful. Femi Adebayo had posted that his was peaceful. Saka had posted. Oni Michael has posted. I said, please, the one you've done is okay. I think I mentioned one or two of your posts are okay, but, balance it out. The trouble areas and their peaceful areas, so that people would, that's the way I felt. I told that you're a brand and people look up to you. Use your brand to, do good, albeit under the image of Nigeria. That is not so bad. At least my polling unit, and I was posting. People saw when the buses came, picked the ballot boxes, dropped the ballot boxes, took the youth corpers to, to the other polling units. And the conversation was back and forth and all of that. She was going on and on. She said, oh, so because some very privileged areas or something like that were peaceful, she should gloss over the whole thing. I said, no, I'm not saying you should say that whatever is peaceful. I'm saying balance your report. Just leave it to the bloggers and whoever that reports whatever to report, and just do your own part and leave the rest. That I know by now you're a citizen and you're privileged, you're, you don't know how it feels. You're a Nigerian first, whatever be the case. And then she responded. I then went to her page. She called me names. I was shocked. I mean, like, it was as if it was someone else. Like, I was meeting her for the first time. She called me names, said all sorts and all of that. And I kept quiet because I just felt it was one of those things. Fast forward 4 years later. 25th of February, 2023. I'm trying to, yeah. So I got up. It was, everyone's gingered, new Nigeria, hope, change, let's do this and all of that. We went, I posted. I remember that I met like 3 or 4 people that said they came, they were planning to come around 1, 2 to come and vote before, you know, the club, but because they saw my post, they were gingered, they came out to other units and then to my own polling unit. So I was reporting what was happening, how people were still trying to gather themselves, set up and move to other places and then set up at our own polling unit. And then you guys know eventually what happened. It could have been reported. I could have been reported. It was just God, nothing else. Because they were injuring people, they were beating people, they were hitting me. And the little boy who held my shirt up to my bra level exposed me. What if someone who had bottle or something or a knife had stabbed me? I'm still trying to deal with the trauma that came with what happened that day. And so when I got to where I slept that day, someone sent me a message and drawing my attention to a post Georgina had made. Said so many things, calling me names again, that she was glad I experienced what happened. For whatever reason, I don't know what I did. So I was asking myself, what if something, God forbid, had happened to me? That would have been Georgina's obituary to me. Would have been how she would have reported to you guys. What would she have told you guys? So all of this aside, when she said what she said on her page 4 years ago, she kept insisting that, you know, celebrities did this, blah, 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 collected money, campaigned for people and all of that. She was still insinuating. She was insinuating that I had probably collected money from a politician to campaign. And that's why I was telling her to report that the elections were peaceful, as against what I told her to do to balance her posts. The same thing, she insinuated the same thing again. I don't want to bore you guys with what happened, but my caption will say all of that. Sometimes the enemy, where would they look, where would they find, they fight, they pray, is usually within us. I'm still traumatized. Every minute of the day, I'm jittery. Someone knocks around me, I scream, I see things flying. I'm not able to sleep properly. But to have someone think this of me, say this of me, at this time, at this age, even if I said something bad or I did something bad 4 years ago, people change. She said that about me. I said I was going to address this, but I didn't know this was going to turn out this way. Most times our enemies are within. That's all I have to say. But Georgina has to come out and tell me who gave me money to report, to tell her to report that the elections were peaceful. Otherwise, I won't say more than this. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your support. Thank you for always believing in me with the little that I find my hands to do. God bless you. Thank you.